Hello, hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Miss.
Hi, how are
How are
you?
you?
Pretty fine. What about you?
Okay, I'm fine too.
Fine too. Okay, how was your weekend?
It was very, very normal.
What's normal?
More homeworks, no, more houseworks.
Housework, a lot of housework.
Yeah,
Yes.
better housework.
Yes, that happened a lot. On Friday, it's when you do more housework. Yeah, that's
Yes, but
okay.
it's
Uh-huh.
okay.
Well, that's okay. Okay, good. So, guys, let's see. Let me share with you. Okay, on Friday, let's see. Yes, we have class on Friday, right?
Yes, we have class on
Mm,
Friday.
okay. So, tell me, do you remember what was the topic?
Adverbials, a ver, era o adjectives. La palabra se me olvidó exacta cuál era. Adverbial o adjectives.
Both
Adjectives. ¿Ah?
adverbial clauses and relative clauses.
Ajá, eso.
Yes, but no, that was Thursday topic. What about Friday?
Ajá. Oh, Friday es cierto, fue otro. Se me ha olvidado ahorita.
Another one, exactly. Okay, let me share the screen with you. Okay, so on Friday we had this one. We studied the modal for requests. That was the top modal for requests. Do you remember what is a request? What is a request? Tell me.
Un requerimiento o algo que requiere un pedido.
When you
Sí.
ask someone to do?
Sí. Ajá, o sea, pedir hacer algo.
Yes, exactly. When you ask someone to do something for us, that is the definition of request. Okay, we had it here. To ask someone to do something for us. Okay, we're not doing something for someone else. We ask someone to do it. And I told you that requests are common when we are at a restaurant or when you order a delivery, right? Because you are asking someone else to do something for us. And well, we focus on three of them: will, could, and can. I told you that can is like the less polite, and we should add something at the end. What is it? We must add something at the end of the question. What was it? Hmm? It's correct if I say, can you bring me water? What is missing?
It could be hello, good evening. It could be cool.
Cool. Okay. Uh-huh. But if I use can, how can I do
And
it in a polite way?
and because with cool we can and ask for a glass of water with in a polite way than can, because can is just, I don't know how to explain, but it's not much polite. It's less polite, so it's better to use cool
Oh,
or cool also.
yeah, that's exactly. Cool or wool. Wool is it's more polite than cool. That's the difference. And as you say, cool it's more polite than can. But can, yes, we can use it. Well, if you are at home, for example, or if you are with your friends, and do not sound too rude when you ask for something, you can add yes, you can add please at the end of the expression. Like, can you bring me a glass of water, please? And that changes because it sounds better if you add please at the end. With cool and wool, it's not necessary to add please at the end. because they are expressions that, okay, they are already polite, so it's up to us, right? Could you bring me a sandwich, please? But I can say, could you bring me a sandwich? And it's good. Or would you bring me a cup of tea? Or would you bring me a cup of tea, please? But you can eliminate, please. With can, no, okay? Don't eliminate it because it's a little bit rude to use it alone. Okay, and I show you something that was helpful when you are angry. What was it? Was not like a real
Do
question.
you mind?
Would you mind? Exactly. And would you mind tell me, we can use it to ask for something when you are not angry or just when you are angry?
Just angry.
Mm-mm. No.
I don't
Mm,
remember.
It's both. Can we use in
Ah,
both?
sí, yes.
No, the expression, would you mind?
Would you mind?
Can be
I
used in
think.
both
Mhm.
meanings? Yes or no? What do you think? Would you mind? Because would you mind is used when you're angry, right? And you ask
Mhm.
someone to stop doing something or to do something. But would you mind also can be used when you are not angry. It's just another option that we have to ask something in a polite way. Okay? So don't confuse it. Angry or not, would you mind is a polite question. Because you
Yes.
say, would you mind answering the door? Please? I'm busy right now. Would you mind answering the door? I'm not angry.
No,
It's
I'm not
depend on the
angry.
context. Or would you mind bringing me a drink, please? I'm so thirsty. I'm not angry, neither.
Es como
But
algo que tal vez es obvio que tendría que hacerlo y no lo hace, entonces se le pide. No de manera enojada, pero sí se le pide, ¿verdad? Así como que.
yes, that could be
Ajá,
exactly. It's a
ujú.
polite
Así me
question.
entiendo. Ujú, vaya.
It's not something just obvious. Could be in any situation. It's just another option that we have to ask for something.
Ok.
Yes. It's like, could you answer the door? Or would you mind answering the door? Both are basically the same. The difference is that would you mind can be used also when you are angry about something. That's the difference between them. And how you understand or how you identify if it's a angrily question or not, the context. Like the number 4. Would you mind turning off the music? I'm busy. Or I'm in a meeting. Or I'm in class. You would be angry. So the context of the question is the one that helps you to identify if you're angry or if you are not. And well, we study wool, right? Would you please turn on the lights? Or would you mind turning off the light? Remember, if you say, would you mind? The verb should be in ing form all the time. Would you mind telling? Would you mind asking? Would you mind leaving? Would you mind stinking, right? So don't forget, ing. We also study cool, that it's a polite request. Could you ask him to come to my office? Could you please bring me more coffee? And can, right? Can you help me with my homework, please? Or can I have water, please? That's how we use it. And well, we finish with a request, the last class. Now, before to continue with the next part, I want to do this activity, okay, to switch between them. Let's see. Tell me, guys, do you know what is the meaning of a homophone word? Do you remember? I remember that I told you in one class. Homophones. Do you remember? Or how can you describe to me what is a homophone word? Mhm. Any idea? What is Haley? What
It
is
could
a
be a,
uh-huh?
probably it's the same homophonous because homophonous is it's like the same thing.
It's the same? Okay. Yes, it's the same pronunciation, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Yes, guys. When you say homophones are, let's see, it's a word. We have it in all the language, not just in English, that sounds exactly the same, but they have different meaning. They sound exactly the same, but of course, the spell is different. The way that you write the word, it's completely different. So this activity will help us to identify some homophones expressions. Let's see the first one. We have a clue, okay, to help you to identify the two words because we're not, the pronunciation is the same, but at the end we have two words. For example, a part of something or no violence. Apart and no violence. Let's see. Apart and no violence. With this one, I will show you the answer to help you to understand how is the dynamic. Apart and no violence is peace. A part of something is peace, like a piece of cake, a piece
Apart.
of... No, the homophone here is peace.
Mm.
Peace, the pronunciation is the same. A part of something or no violence, like love and peace, or a piece of cake. Different meanings, but the pronunciation is the same. That is a homophone. It's clear? Good? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, and the rest of you? Nelly? Mayna?
Me
Paola?
confundí.
It's confusing.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
confused.
Confused. Okay, let's try with another. Okay, let's try with another. The liver letter and men. Men. The liver letter and men. What could be?
And the first, it could be the letter carrier, probably.
And men?
Oh my God, I don't know.
No. How do you call like the platform, we can say it, or the way that you use to deliver a letter?
Mm, don't remember.
No?
No.
Okay, let's think about it. Huh? You can do it. Deliver letter and man. No? Okay, it's this one. Mail. Deliver letter, mail. Like the verb, como enviar. Deliver a letter, mail, an email, for example. Or man, it's male. The pronunciation is the same. Male, male. Same pronunciation, different meaning. It's like to say macho or masculino in this case, male. And male,
I got it.
creo. Okay. Okay. That is a homophones. Estas son las homófonas. Tienen la pronunciación exactamente igual, pero se escriben diferente. Y obviamente el significado es diferente. El ejercicio nos da una pista, a clue. Deliver a letter How do you call that action? And men. Okay, another way to say men, male. And they are homophones. Okay, let me show you the next one. Let's see. It's freeze. Okay. Use clothes and the location. Use clothes. It's a verb.
Algo como dress o address, algo así.
Similar, but they
It's
have
where?
the same where.
Where,
Yes.
where, okay.
Uh-huh. Use
Yes,
clothes,
it's
where.
homophones, yes.
It's homophones, yes. And the location, where. The pronunciation is exactly the same. Okay, good. Now let's see 11. Mom, sister, and a small insect. How do you call it?
Mm,
His aunt, and hormiga, aunt.
Aunt. Aunt. Yes, exactly. It's the same. Mom, sister, aunt. And a small insect, aunt. Yes, sometimes we try to pronounce it. It's good to know the homophones, guys, because sometimes we try to give a different pronunciation, right? But no, it's exactly the same. Another that is homophone, it's a flower, like a rose flower, and a flour, the powder that you use to prepare a cake. Flour, harina, y flor. Homophones. Flour, when you smell it, they smell delicious. Flowers smell delicious. Or I use flour to prepare a cake. They are homophones too. Okay, let's see. Two more. What about this one? Opposite of yes and having learned.
None.
No.
And no. No, no.
No? Yes. No. Okay. Why is no? Guys, letter O in English is no O. Okay? It doesn't exist. Letter O, it sounds like O with a letter U that we use it in Spanish. I will say it in Spanish to help you understand that. La letra O en inglés no es O como la de nosotros en español. Por eso es confuso acá. Para ellos la O es O. Cuando estamos aprendiendo el abecedario. O. Entonces acá no suena exactamente igual. No. No le decimos no en inglés, sino que no. No. And the other verb, no. Why? Because all the time that you have a letter K and letter N, we do not pronounce the first one, the letter K. No, it's not optional to, it's not allowed, sorry, to use it, okay? So it's just no and no. That's why they are homophones. And let's see the last one. Okay, color of a tomato. And yesterday I book.
Red.
Freeze.
Red and red.
Yeah.
Red. Okay. Red, the color, it's exactly the same as the pronunciation of the verb read in past. Red and red. Okay, good. And this one. This is the last. 6 minutes and the possessive of we.
Hour.
Or, or,
Or hour. What is the correct?
hour.
Hour. Yes. Hour. Yes. Hour. So don't forget, it's not our family, our family. And hour, 1 hour. Yes, it's the same. That's what I told you that something happened to us, we try to give a different pronunciation and it's not necessary. Eso nos pasa muchas veces. Okay, don't do it. They are homophones. Our, the same pronunciation. Okay, guys, so now, yes, we're going to change into today's class that we have. Would you mind? Okay, I want to show you yesterday. Yes, well, no, it was not yesterday. It was on Friday. We studied requests in general, right? Polite requests. Would you like? Could you bring me? Would you bring me? Or can you, right? Or would you mind listening? Would you mind pausing? And so on. They are polite requests. Now, I want to show you how you can identify would you mind if you use it in different two ways. Let's see. As I told you, would you mind? We use it like a request. And, well, the structure is the same. Would plus subject plus verb in base form plus a complement. And you have the examples. Would you buy me some food? Or would you let me borrow your pencil? Would you mind? I request. Then you have, would you mind if, right? Would you mind if all the time you must use with ing form? Would you mind, sorry, can be used in two different expressions. Let's see this one. Would you mind if this is new one. This is the new expressions that we have for today. Would you mind if we have the subject and most of the time should be I. Okay, because you are the one who requests something. When you say, would you mind if I, is not a request. You are asking permission to do something. Would you mind if I drink water? But that would be drunk water. Let me show you. Let's see these two examples. Would you mind if I took the window seat? Took, past participle. Would you mind if I borrowed your pen? Let me turn on because I have to be moving the camera. Let's see.
Miss,
Yes.
in this case, the verb is not necessary the form ing.
We cannot use ing.
Okay.
That is the difference. But
Okay.
don't forget, if you use if, the difference is that
In
we are
if,
adding-
if I and permission, no. Okay.
The verb should be in past. Past participle. Or in past, that will be. Would you mind if I? And is permission. And let's see the verbs. Took. Would you mind, is in past. Would you mind if I took the seat, the window seat? The verb, guys? Tell me, is in present or is in past?
In past.
Is in past, exactly. Yeah, simple past. Would you mind if I borrow your pen? The verb is in past. If you add if at the expression would you mind, you are asking permission to do something. And the verb must be in past. There is another way to use this expression that is not formal. It's in informal speaking. Like natives used to do it like this the whole time. They only say, mind if I take the window seat? They don't use would you, right? Because it's too polite to use it. But well, it's important to know both of them. But they use it like that. And if you see in an informal way, they do not worry or they don't care about change the verb into the past. They use it in present. Mind if I take the window seat? Mind if I borrow your pen? But that is informal. If you want to use it in a proper way or in a formal, in a polite way, would you mind if I borrowed your pen? Or would you mind if I took the window seat? Okay. Now let me show you the next part. I know that you must know this one if you were with me. Most of you, I remember that I showed you this. Let's see. Don't forget about the correct pronunciation of ed. Okay, ed verb. Well, verbs, regular verbs in past. Let's see. Diego, tell me, how do you identify how to pronounce properly a verb, regular verb in past? How? How do you do it with regular verbs in past? Huh? How do you know what is the correct pronunciation of a regular verb in past?
Not sure. I don't know. In the previous
Mhm.
levels will this, but I don't remember how to identify.
How do, okay, so let me show you. Well, the pronunciation of ed, well, most of the time we have to identify it. We have two options. The vocal, let's see, the vibration that you feel on your throat when you pronounce the verb in simple present, and also the ending consonants that all of the verb have. And just let me open something because I think I have a PPT with some pictures. Well, not pictures, some sounds, some listening practice. Just let me see. Yes, it's this one. Okay, let me open this. Okay, guys, all of them are verbs in regular verbs in past. For example, arrive, walk, they are regular. Start, use, talk, study, wait, and want, think, edit, try, travel, and so on. Okay, so all of them are regular. Then we have a question. What do all these verbs have in common? The answer is that they are regular verbs. Now we have three classifications. If you remember in the chart, we have ed, well, id, sorry, id sound. It sounds like ed when you pronounce it. id sound, letter T sound, and letter D sound. Now, let's change. Okay. As you know, with regular verbs, we only have to add ed at the end. That is the rule. Walk, ed. Want plus ed. Try to, well, in this case, you eliminate letter Y and you add IED because of the rule. But we never pronounce the ED like ED. Never. It's not walked, it's not wanted, it's not tried. Never. Okay. Now let's see how can you identify it. We have three sounds, as I told you. ID, letter D, and letter T. So how do we know when to use these different sounds? Let's see. Let's try to pronounce it. You can be on mute. Just try to do it, okay? By yourself. Try to do it. I will play this one and try to pronounce it, okay? Don't turn on the mic because all of us we're going to listen. Just try to do it, okay? By yourself. Let's see.
Start. Start.
Can you listen the audio?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Did. End. Ended. Edit. Edited. Want. Wanted. Point. Pointed. Need. Needed.
Okay. So tell me, guys, what do they have in common? What can you see they have in common?
are regular verbs.
What else?
Also, all the
Eh,
verbs end in a consonant.
But which consonant?
The letter T and letter D.
Yes, that's all of them are regular. All of them finish in two specific consonants, letter T and letter D. All the time that a verb in the base form, not in past, in the base form, because in past all of them have ed. In a base form, they have T or D. We pronounce it like it. Started, it's ID, but you say it. Started, wanted, ended, pointed, edited, and needed. Okay, this is like, we can say it the easy rule because you only have to memorize two letters, letter T and letter D. If the verb ends in letter T or letter D, we say is, started, wanted, ended, pointed, edited, and needed. Okay, this adds one extra syllable, but the base form, it doesn't change. Like the base form of the verb, it doesn't change. You are only adding something. So never ed, it's not started, it's not wanted, it's not ended. No, guys, no more. So I don't want to listen you to pronounce it like that. Started, wanted, ended. And if we return to the green chart, it's the first one. Wanted, needed, letter T. When the consonant, the last consonant is letter T and it's letter D. In these rules, we don't focus on vowels. If you have a verb that finishes with a vowel, you have to move it and focus on what is the last consonant. Okay? So don't forget about it. For example, love. Love finished with letter E. That is the verb in base form. I love you. But we're not going to focus on letter E. We're going to focus on V. Okay, that is the last consonant. Don't pay attention to the vowels. Pay attention to the consonants that we have. Now, when you have this, no, let me move again. Okay, that was the ID sound. That it's tricky because you call it ID sound, but at the end it sounds like it. No se me confundan aquí. Yo les digo ID sound porque la I es I, ¿va? ID sound. Pero al momento de pronunciar no es started, no. Started, como que lo pronunciáramos en español. Started, ID. Started, wanted, needed, pointed. Pero cuando les menciono la regla, les tengo que decir ID porque no es ID. Porque I es E, ¿verdad? Sé que las vocales son un dolor de cabeza en inglés. You have E?
Yes.
I know that was hard for me. I understand you guys. So, and E is I, right? That's all. A, E, I. So don't confuse it with that. Okay, now let's see. Now in this one, try to put your hand here. Okay, try to touch and you're going to pronounce these sounds. Then you have E, B, Z, and D. So try to say it. I will play the audio again. Well, the first time and try to do it. But put your hand here in your voice box. This is your voice box. Okay, so try to touch.
E. Z. Z. D.
Okay, one more time.
E. Z. Z. D.
Okay, guys. Now, tell me, can you feel your voice box, okay, when you touch it, vibrate? Yes or no?
Yes, I can.
Okay, and the rest of you? Okay, Nelly, you feel it, right? Yes. And the rest of you, when you pronounce those sounds? Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes, I can.
Okay, guys. So in this case, we have two options. You can focus on the sound. If you say, no, teacher, I'm not good memorizing things, so I don't want to learn the categories of the vowels that belong to this sound. What can you do? Pronounce the verb in simple present and feel. Okay? Toast your voice book and feel if you have a vibration or if you don't. With all of these sounds, when you feel your voice box vibrate, we have to, we have to use one of the two rules, T and D. Now let's see this one. We have another sound, and you will answer the same question if you can feel your voice box vibrate. Let's see.
S.
One more time. Don't forget to touch here.
S.
Tell me, guys, do you feel vibration or no?
No, I can feel.
no.
No,
Me
right?
too.
No.
So, in this case, you cannot feel it. That is the difference in T sound and D sound. How? Okay, now one more time. When you will add T sound at the end. Keep your hand here, okay, on your voice box. And now we're going to pronounce the verb in present. Or well, we can use it, yes, in present. Let's see. Touch it.
Talk. Talked. Walk. Walked. Help. Helped. Match. Matched. Miss. Missed. Place. Placed.
Okay, when she pronounced it in present, can you feel vibration or not?
No, no, I can feel.
You can, okay.
I can.
And the rest of you?
No.
No.
Sure? Sure, guys? In the last? No?
Some sounds end with T sound.
With T sounds.
Yes.
Okay. Let's try one more time. Be careful with that. It's supposed you don't have to feel it. Okay, so the ones that you answer that you don't feel vibration, that's good. Talked, just in present. Talked, walk, help, match, miss, place, place. It doesn't vibrate. Not too much, that's the idea. So guys, when you don't feel vibration, let me move.
Talk.
Do not feel vibration, you add letter T sound in past. Talk, talked. Walk, walked. Help, helped. Match, match. Miss, missed. Place, placed. Okay? So of course you feel vibration because our voice is it must have a vibration, right? But it's not too strong. That's the idea. So if a verb ends in a sound that doesn't, it's just the end. Okay, don't confuse it. It's just the end. That doesn't vibrate your voice box. Voice box, if you have questions, what is the meaning? Is faringe. That's the meaning. We use T ending. Did adds no extra syllable, okay? It's just the ed, it sounds like T. Aquí la ED nos va a sonar como una T. No es walked, no es talked, it's not helped, matches, never. Talked, walked, helped, match, missed, placed. How to recognize? If you don't feel vibration, it's T sound in past. But another way, you can memorize the consonants. P, K, S, H, C, H, G, H, T, H, S, S, well, double S, C, and X is T because it's voiceless, the pronunciation in present. Two options. You can use the sounds to identify, or you can use or you can memorize the category. Now, let me show you the last one. The same with this, told you. And you will tell me if you feel or not vibration. It's supposed you have to feel.
Use, used. Study, studied. Travel, travelled. Try, tried. Play, played. Listen, listened. Film, filmed.
So guys, tell me, did you feel it? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, who else? Guys, did you feel vibration on your voice box?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Okay.
Or yes?
A little. Yes.
You feel it, you must feel it. Okay, so if you feel vibration when you pronounce it, you will use letter D at the end. And okay, use and just D. Studied, travel, tried, played, listen, film. Letter D sound because you feel vibration. So you have two options at the end. Tienen dos opciones al final. O los reconocen por la vibración, si no les gusta memorizar o si se nos hace difícil memorizar categorías de consonante. Porque acordarse de qué consonante pertenece a cuál está difícil, ¿verdad? Entonces, si en algún momento ustedes, ay, no me acuerdo en cuál iba, prueben pronunciarlo en presente. Si sienten vibración, if you feel it, letter T. If you don't feel it, letter D sound. That's the difference. Or you memorize this chart. Nos aprendemos este cuadrito. Okay, guys. So, never, I don't want to listen to you anymore. Saying headache. It's not called, it's not kissed, it's not enjoyed, it's not used, never. Okay? Helped or loved or wanted. Okay? That's how you identify it, guys. So, two options. In this case, it's just to practice, a lot of practice. Pronounce it. Try to do it by yourself, okay? Take a list. I know that you already know many birds, regular birds, but it's just like to reinforce that pronunciation. Okay, so that was our review about these sounds because I know it's tricky and it's a weakness that all of us have. And I know, I understand you. So let's take again to this one. Let's go back to this. Remember, if it's permission or it's request, if I add if, what was it? What happened if I add is? If, sorry. Is permission? Yes or no? Would you mind if?
Permission.
Yes,
Yeah.
permission.
Exactly. Very good. So it's permission, guys. Would you mind if I do something? If I, and that's why we study the verbs again. We use past. If I took, if I borrowed, okay. And the ED pronunciation, now let's see the type of responses that you can give to this. You can say no, not at all. No, of course not. No, that will be fine. Or go ahead. Why the questions, the answers, sorry, the responses or the answers must be negative? Because if you say, yes, I mind, if that you would not agree with the other person. So you don't want them to do, okay? You're not allowed them to do that activity. So if you agree with the question, if you say, yes, do it, you have to say it in negative. Why? Because the question is, would you mind? ¿Te importaría? Would you mind if I took the window seat? No, go ahead. It doesn't matter for me. Would you mind if I borrow your pencil? Go ahead, take it. Or no, I don't, take it. Okay, so the answer, if you agree, should be negative. If you don't agree, must be positive. Would you mind if I took the window seat? Yes, I mind. I wanted that. Or I want to take that seat. Would you mind if I borrow your pen? Yes, I mind. Sorry, but I'm using it right now. Okay, that's the difference. If you agree, answer in a negative way. No, not at all. Take it. No, of course not. No, that would be fine. Or go ahead. Now, what happens if you eliminate if? If you say, would you mind? That is just asking for a favor. It's like a normal request. Would you mind? And if we eliminate if, it's not permission anymore. You ask for a favor, like a normal request. Someone else, you're asking that someone else do something for you. Like this. Would you mind? And don't forget, must be ing. Would you mind switching seats? Would you mind closing the window? Would you mind turning down the volume? And could be in this one, a polite request or when you are angry, right? It's just you're mad about something and you ask them to stop or to do something for you, but in an angry way. Okay, so don't forget, must be ing all the time. And the responses are exactly the same dynamic. No, I'll be happy to. No, not at all. I'd be glad to. And no problem. Both can be used, okay? And in both responses, both categories that I show you can be used in both structures. No, I'd be happy to. Not at all. I'd be glad to. No problem. Because you don't mind. But if you mind, you say yes. Okay? If you don't agree with something, you say yes, I mind. That's the difference. And also, you can have, guys, negative questions. Like, for example, this. Would you mind if I didn't go tonight? Tell me, guys, why do you think I just didn't? Why? Why is
Because it's the verb in past.
because it's the verb in past. Exactly. And this is past auxiliary. So if I have a negative question, I use the auxiliary to talk about the past, that is did, right? Would you mind if I took? Would you mind if I didn't take? Okay, it's a negative question. Would you mind if I didn't take the window seats? I prefer the other, or I prefer another one. The others, that would be. Would you mind if I didn't go tonight? Would you mind if I didn't prepare dinner tonight? Would you mind if I didn't stay home tonight? And so on. Okay, you can change the situation, of course. But if you have a negative question, must be with didn't all the time. And what about would you mind not? Why not singing? Why is not singing? Why? It's just not.
Negative present continue. No.
Mhm. Yes, exactly. All the time that you have an ing, you only add not to create the negative expression. Like when you say, I am not singing right now, right? We use not. In this case, we don't add the verb to be because you have the verb mind. Okay, would you mind? And you only say not because it's a negative with ing. So don't confuse it. In negative questions, didn't, if that is permission, not singing, not talking, not playing, not staying, if that is ing for a request. And of course, you can have negative question. We can use it for permission to not do something or a request for someone else to stop doing something. That's all when we use it. And of course, responses, that's fine and no problem. Okay, it's up to you and about what do you want to answer to them. But if you disagree, okay, if you disagree, as I told you, you answer in a positive way. Like, yes, actually, I do. I mind. Don't do it, please. Positive. If I don't agree. Or I rather you do not do that. In a polite way, that's how you can answer if you disagree. I rather you not do that. Okay? When you don't agree with something. And guys, this part, I know that is tricky, but I just want to be sure that you can use it in a good way. Tell me, guys, is correct if I say I agree, I am agree? Is correct one? Or not?
It's incorrect.
Why? Why is incorrect? Tell me. Why? If I say I agree, I am agree, why is incorrect? Because I listen this all the time that you said it. Well, most of the students said it. If you say I am agree, it's not correct because is a verb. And agree, sorry, agree is another verb. So we cannot use it together. And I am not agree is not correct because I am is one verb and agree is another. I know that in Spanish is confusing because in Spanish you say this, right? You use it a lot in Spanish. We use it like this in Spanish. Estoy de acuerdo, okay? But in English, it's not. If you de acuerdo con algo, estamos de acuerdo con algo, solo decimos I agree. Because agree, it's a verb, like eat, drink, smell, study, and so on. So you say, I agree. It's not, I am agree. No, I agree with you. But no, I am agree with you. Never, okay? And if it's in negative, what is the correct way to use it? Si lo quiere decir en negativo, quiero decir que no estoy de acuerdo. ¿Cuál es la correcta? I am not agree, or how?
I don't.
I don't. Okay, very good. I don't agree.
Agree.
Or, I don't agree or you don't agree. He doesn't agree. Exactly, because it's the way to create a negative expression in simple present, okay? I don't agree. It's not, I am not agree with you. Never. I don't agree with you. I know it's tricky because in Spanish you say yo estoy de acuerdo, yo no estoy de acuerdo. But in English, omit verb to be because it's another verb. Okay, so I agree. I don't agree.
Okay, coach.
Okay, good. And well, that's the difference, guys. Disagreement and to agree with something. That's how we use it. And let's see if I have something else to show you today. No, those are just more examples that I showed you on Friday. I don't mind if you agree. Yes, I mind if you disagree. Sure, certainly, of course, you will do what the person is asking. I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm afraid I couldn't. Sure, certainly won't. Of course not. If you won't do what the person is asking. And well, that's basically the difference between would you mind? Would you mind and would you mind if? That is like the difference between both expressions. If I have, where is it? No, I changed that. This one. Would you mind? Ask for a favor in ing form, the verb. And would you mind if is just permission. If I'm not wrong, tomorrow we have the speaking class about this topic, so I will bring a lot of sentences to complete. And a group, okay, let's see, that will be, yes, a group activity where you will have to use these two expressions. So tell me, do you have questions about the difference between both? Questions, guys? Because that's everything about.
Teacher, I have a question. When we use would you mind if the verb is in the past form. When we use would you mind, only would you mind, the verb is in the base form.
It's in ing form.
In ing form. Okay.
Yes,
Thank
exactly. When you have would you mind, must be in ing. Yes, exactly. Okay, another question, guys? Questions? No questions? No? Okay.
For me, no questions.
Okay, thank you, Myra. And well, guys, so that will be pretty much for today's class. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we're going to practice with this.
Okay. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye.
guys, so bye-bye. Take care. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow.
Thanks, good night.
Okay, you're welcome. See you.